Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. You are on with Guardian, and we're going to be going over my thoughts on Season of the Plunder. Season of the Plunder is, well, it hasn't been full of loot, right, as plundering goes. Its theme has been pirates. Narratively, I think it did well, but as far as performance, I don't think. I think it's one of the worst seasons that we've had in a very, very long time. Season of the Worthy, Curse of Osiris, those are some historically bad seasons. And years in Destiny, too. So, my thoughts are this. Going forward, Bungie has to do a better job of events, especially when it comes to players' time and how they invest their time in this game. Thought number 2 is short and sweet. They got to do a better job at delivering content that's not spread over.
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
Let's see. This right here. There needs to be more to 10 weeks of story than just this. There has to be more than this drip feeding us the story to last long enough the whole season. There should be a whole season's worth of content inside that season. And it shouldn't be drip fed either. Were they making up events on the fly just to keep players entertained, which they're not entertained? That's just dumb. The Telestial event was never an event. It was just a series of updates that Bungie did to their game to make it seem like it's an event. It's not an event. Those are, like, if you want to call it an event, it's one of the worst events I've ever seen in any single game. As well as the 350 million Captain's coins for a flight of stairs, some ring-a-ding city square. It was bad. I don't care if narratively they're saying Spider stole some. No. That was just bad. That was just bad. The game design, bad. Everything. Everything was bad. And, we're gonna go to orbit. Because, yeah, we're just gonna go to orbit. Ultimately, they need to do a better job of their game. Which, in the TWAB, you saw a huge... Well, let's go to the TWAB real fast. Let's go to the TWAB. This TWAB was huge. Palua, quit it. It was not a small TWAB at all. There's a lot of nerfs, a lot of buffs. We're getting a crossover with Ubisoft. There's just tons and tons of things inside. This should have started from the begin with. There's just tons of changes that they just dropped. And I think that they're going to do better. I think they know that what they did in the events were just absolutely just horrific. But as far as narratively, I like the characters that we got. We saw more of Mithrax and his daughter Ido. We saw more. As far as As far as just performance-wise, my thoughts on season of the Plunder is full of highs and lows. Personally, recently full of lows. So I also have some news. I am making my own clan. I am going to make my own clan. I'm going to make it for all the new Guardians, and then as well as some returning players and veteran players. It's going to be a clan for everyone, and it's going to be structured a bit differently than your normal clans, and there's going to be a tier system. It's going to take a lot of work, but personally, I think I'm in need of new content. I am struggling along, as it were, to even get on the game. And this game, I want to play this all the time. I want to play this whenever I'm not at work. I want to play this whenever I am on the weekend. Like, it should make me want to play the game, but unfortunately, it just hasn't done that. And the PvP changes, a lot of them suck. I hate sweating every single Crucible match. I miss the simplicity of Destiny 2 PvP. I miss Destiny 1 PvP, to be honest. Special was locked in a box. You spawned with special, but in order to get more special, you had to go get a box. It was simple. But then again, you can't always have things of the past. So this is really bland. My enthusiasm with this season is just not there. This was a pretty bad season as far as content goes. Narratively goes, it was decent. They've definitely done better. This season was just a bad season in general. And I am definitely looking forward to the fresh and new content updates and the next year that Destiny 2 has. It's gonna either make it or break it. They're either gonna kill the game or they're gonna make it the best dang game again for years to come. And that's all on how this next season does and Lightfall does. So I want to see them care more about their players that are playing the game dedicated like me, there's still nothing to do, who have got everything but are still getting on. They need to focus on player retention versus player buying. And with that said, that's it for the video. You guys have a wonderful day, and that is all, folks.